Howdy, Possum Patty, and the Soggy Bottom Bunch here. Our April visitors are still up front, along with Stanley. Oh, Stanley, I have another name for you. Thank you. Let me write it down before I forget. Heather C., my friend Heather C., said that she would like a set of Soggy Bottom rocks. This is not writing. Let's find something that writes. Okay, Heather C. will get the third set, and she's in Kentucky, right? She's in Kentucky. So the first set is going to Mary Ann in Utah, second one to Nancy J. in Michigan, and the third one to Heather C. in Kentucky. And those are all Possum peeps who had sent me some friendship rocks. And Stanley, oh, here's Stanley. You got to do 3 sets now. So here's another box. It's getting crazy over here. Flashlight's on. Yes. All right. Now I want you to make 3 nice sets for these ladies because they sent us friendship rocks. He said, will do. Where was I? Oh, I haven't put anything away. Everything is here, playing and journals, and Baby Possum got me a special toy to go rockhounding with. Yeah. And that goes in this box here. It's a pen light, Everbright flashlight. So that when I go to the beach to look for agates, where's the agate? Oh, it was here a minute ago. I know. Oh, it's right in front of me. I need to put some stuff away. I'm just a girl who loves rocks. And I've been going rock crazy lately. And this has a concentrated beam of light. So when I go to the beach to find agates, agates are translucent. And I want to take this with me and see I can shine it through like this. And then I'll know it's an agate, right? This looks like a snakeskin agate. Got to get cleaned up, though. I got to clean this up. So I've been watching some videos on how to clean your rocks. I know. Oh, I got these special things I want to share with you, too. What are we doing today? Take a sip of tea. Hot decaf chai tea. Oh, I got to sketch a picture for Nancy, too. Not Nancy. This is going to Connie. I got to sketch a little picture for Connie and get that into, oh, here's the pen. Get that into the mail pretty soon. Pretty soon. Okay. All right, let's see. I was making tags. Oh, I had an idea. Yes, I had an idea. I can move some of the rocks aside here. A painty paper background for a page in my journal. And I think I'm going to play off of this tag, which I used the raw umber unretired crayon and some purple paint. The paint is still here. And what paper should I use? All right, I'm going to get my journal. Oh, which journal should I make it for? I think I'll just put it in Howard. Well, maybe I can make a background for the rock journal. I just want to sit here and drink tea and think. Drink tea and think, yes. I wonder how it would look on a piece of this. Oh, I've got my tree journal that I'm gonna work on too. Oh, okay. Well, now we can always get this started, even though the cover's not finished. because I finished the rock journal first. That doesn't matter because it's going to be travel style. So I can pull the papers out when I go to work on the cover. And what I'm doing right now is ripping that piece of paper that I had on the table yesterday for painting. It looks like it's partially ripped already. Okay, we'll fix it up. We'll fix it up. All right. Now, when you do a travel style journal, your pages have to fit within that elastic. So I think I'll put the elastics on, and then I'll cut this down to size, and then we'll have a little bit more play on here just to get this journal going. Yeah, let's get this journal going. More tea. So if you're making a treehouse journal, either with Possum Patty or with Janet Nash UK, you can share that in the comments below and let me know how that's coming. Or were you waiting for me to finish my journal cover before you went any further? Well, I'm so sorry about the delay, but you know, I did my rock journal first. Sometimes you have to have priorities, I know. There's so much fun to be had. You don't know what to do first. All right, so I'm going to bring you along. And in between there and bringing you closer, I'm going to go get my tools to punch holes. And I might put those little eyelet grommet things in there. And then get some elastic and just run some elastic through here. And yeah, then make a page. This is easy peasy. I took a piece of cardboard and I folded it in half. I cut out a tree trunk shape, got out my paint, did a little splashy paint on there. I did peel off the corrugation to make a door and a window, which I'm going to decorate. And this is going to be the possum clubhouse. So I'm going to put little possum faces in there. Yeah, little possum faces. So today I'll get something accomplished. Yes, I'll get the holes in there. I'll get the little grommet things in there. I'll get a page done and I'll decorate it. Yes, I'll do a background. That's what I'm doing right after I have some more tea. I needed this. It's a decaf. I shouldn't get too hyper. Oh, Stanley's got rocks over here. Oh, there's a real pretty one. Quartz, but it looks like a peach colored quartz. Oh, that is pretty. All right, Stanley, you're starting to leave things everywhere because I know these little tiny ones are yours. Here, put them back there. Okay. Let's get started. Come on along. I am constantly distracted by these rocks. Stanley, you've got to get them off the table. I was watching somebody talk about how to make your rock shiny without using a tumbler, which costs a bit of money and takes weeks to get them polished. And they were just painting them with like high gloss paint, and they were painting them with nail polish. And yeah, I just had an idea. I just had an idea for Stanley. And I had, where is it? Some beach stones that I wanted to look wet. So I painted them with this clear gel tacky glue, Eileen's clear gel tacky glue, and it came out really, really nice. And I was just thinking, ooh, I wonder if Stanley should paint some of the rocks he's going to be sending out so that they look nice and shiny. See, the thing is, when the rock is wet, the colors really show up like it was polished. But then as soon as the rock dries, it looks dull again. So by putting some glossy paint or something on there, it'll keep it looking shiny and bright. And this is my obos that I made from beach rocks. Yes, that's the Japanese name for artistically arranging rocks, rock piles. Yeah, it's kind of like an artistic, meditative endeavor. Yes. Got some glue on here. Oh, look at this one's spotted. And I took a dark one and a reddish one and a white one. And I glued them together and I painted them with this so that they would always look like they were fresh out of the ocean. So I'm going to have Stanley try to paint some of his rocks and we'll see how they come out. So I just did this green one. It does look pretty. Yeah. It does look pretty. Okay. Rock. It's like rock around the clock around here, right? I bought these online. We Are Memory Keeper grommet. I had gotten some cheaper ones and I didn't like the way they worked at all. So I decided, oh, that would be an interesting window, wouldn't it? Look at that. Wow. I know, as a junk journaler, we get just as excited about the packaging as we do with what's in the package. Ooh, I'll have to cut that into a window. All right, so I've got a crocodile. You could do this with any hole punch or little grommet setting thing. I know Mr. Possum's got one in his toolbox. He uses with leather and stuff. All right, I'm gonna make sure I've got the middle here. Maybe I'll mark it. I'll mark it with a crayon. All right, so we're gonna put one hole there and one hole down there. That's about right. So this is a crocodile by We Are Memory Keepers, and it's like a hole punch on steroids. It's got all these little measuring things and two size holes and a little thing there to put the little grommet bits on. What do they call them? They call them eyelets. They call them eyelets. Okay, we'll call them eyelets. Oh, here's some of the ones I bought that don't work really well. No, I don't like them at all. So first thing you do is punch your hole, and the hole punching things are up here on the top. Oh, you know what? I probably don't want to punch a hole on the stitching because then the stitching will come out. So let me go a little past the stitching there. That looks good. So my paper now has to be like about that much shorter. I'll go back to the treehouse in a second. I just want to see what size the pages are going to be. If they have to fit in like that. Give them a little bit of a rippy edge. So now my pages are going to be around 6 1/2, 6 3/4, 6 3/4 by 7 3/4. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Put that aside for now. I've got my holes. Now I got to pick out my eyelets. Oh, there's some nice greens in here. Oh yeah, let's go with that green. Get 2 of those. Ooh, maybe I'll do 1 green and 1 brown. This is brown, tan, whatever that is. I want the brown one at the bottom. So you take your little eyelet and you poke that in the hole. And then you take your crocodile. So this part is going to go through the eyelet, so that'll be on the top. And this part, which is just like a roundy knob, that's what's going to bend the metal edges back up around the hole. So that goes on the top. And you center it in there and you just squeeze like that. And then that should be in there. And you can see how the little metal edges got bent all around like that. They're not going to be very even though because of the corrugation, but that's okay. It's good enough. Okay, let me try this one. Didn't want to bend around this little bit over there, but that's okay. So we got a hole at the top and the bottom. And when you put this away, you got to squeeze the handle and push this little knob in like that. And then it has this little case. And we'll move this out of the way. And this is the only elastic I have right now. I could change it out at another time if I want to. I don't have any green. I kind of like this. I could use that. Now this is that stretchy, sparkly stuff I used the other day that I had a hard time tying into a knot, yes. Oh, when I was making this little tiny one. And there's the mourning dove singing her song. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can do this different ways. I'm going to put this out like this and leave that dangle from there. And then from the inside, I'm just going to loop it around and around. There's different ways of doing this. I'm not sure I'm going to keep this elastic in here, but it would be very easy to change it out. Go back in here. Just like I did that little mini one. Same. And I'm just going to go in and out of these holes until I use up all this elastic. And then I'm going to try and pull it tight and tie it off. Where's my dangle? Still got my dangle going. No, it's getting shorter. Come back. Okay. Maybe one more time. And I just put one knot and then I'm going to tuck it under there to keep these all together and make another knot. Like that. I'll put something dangly on there later. Now it came out with four loops. I can make one signature and just use all these loops. I can make 2 signatures using 2 loops each. I can make 4 signatures using 1 loop. I can do that any way I want because the papers are just going to slide in like this. Like that. So I could add papers, I can take papers out. This is one of the easiest no-sew journals to make. Like that, see? And I know I have to work on the cover, but that doesn't matter because the papers can all come out and I could work on the cover. No problem. No problemo. Tea time. Okay, this has already got a little paint on it, so I was thinking of doing this side. And I wanted to start with this idea and then add some black markings, maybe circles, using some lids. I brought up some texture items from from the basement for stenciling or jelly printing. Wow, I actually labeled this. I brought up some cardboard. And let's see. I'm gonna put this away. Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna put that away. Oh, and then splash with gold. Where is it? I'm gonna use acrylic black gesso for the black markings. And I took out, oh, here it is. And I took out some gold gouache to do some gold sparkles. Okay. So I'm gonna do black markings, gold sparkles, raw umber, crayon resist, and purple paint. And that's my plan. All right, so I'm going to get these put away. Oh, and here's another rock. Stanley. Oh, he's telling me the tiny, tiny ones aren't his. He gave those to the fairies because they collect the tiny, tiny rocks. I'm like, okay, Stanley. Okay, Stanley. All right, this is our model. Stencil. And I love this. It's like a jaguar leopard kind of faux fur pattern on here. See how this comes out, because this paper is kind of thin, so I thought maybe it would work well on here. Oh, it does. Oh, yes. And I'm just going to move it around. Yes, I'm going to be using up all of my special edition unretired retro color crayons, but I did buy 2 boxes for myself. So I'll put one aside for now so I can, you know, at a later date, take it out and play with it. And then 1 box just to use up for now. I'm just doing a little black rubbing around maybe the edge of the ones I already did. Just trying to get a little bit more creative than last night. Last night was just a little relaxing play and checking to see if the texture plates would work. And tonight is having a little bit more fun and getting the treehouse, Possum Club treehouse going. Oh, I kind of like that, yes. Use multiple colors, yes, use multiple colors. And I wonder if I have a gold crayon. I thought I had a gold one, but I have a silver one. It's just for doing grave rubbings. So if you're thinking about doing some crayon, oh, wait. Oh, is this gold? This might be gold. I was just about to say, if you plan on doing rubbings, you know, in these little skinny crayons, you can wear them down really quickly. If you get the, you know, the The larger preschool crayons, yeah, they last a lot longer when you're doing rubbings. Let's see, can I get some gold on here? This might show up when I put watercolor on it. We hope we can see some of that gold. You probably can't see it right now. Oh, maybe a little. Can you see it shine? This is really hard. Oh, now it's gold. But they're so hard, they're not really coming apart with this little texture plate. Okay, enough of that. Let's move on to paint. Okay, we're going to use the purple from this paint set, which is the same one I used the other day. Water should still be here. And get some water on that purple there. Juice that up. Kind of dark. Spread it around a little. The paper's really soaking it in. Let's see. Hit that gold spot. Oh, yeah. That shows up. I don't know if this is going to look as good on brown as it did on white. But that's okay. It's all fun. Why do I want to put another color on there? I don't think purple goes with green very well. Let's see. As long as they don't mix on the paper, we should be okay. Put some around the edge. Can't forget the edge. Did I plan on putting a second color on? No, you heard my plans. You heard my plans. Express yourself freely. Don't hold back. Don't worry about perfection. Or if you don't like it, it's only paper, it's only pigment. I know, painting 2 days in a row. But officially, I'm working on the treehouse journal, yes. This is dry powdered gouache. You only need very little, and add some water. It's an opaque water-based paint. I put a little water in there. Gotta mix it around good though. Okay, now everything's gonna get splattered with gold. Everything will get splattered with gold. So cover up anything you don't want painted. Maybe I'll move the tea. Okay, the tea's way over there. Some over here. I'm getting it all over the tablecloth, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Use it up. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. You don't have to worry about what's in there because you can reconstitute that again after it dries out by just spraying some water in there. And again, this is Schmecky Pale Gold Dry Gouache. All right, now we're going to add a little bit of mark making. Okay, this is just the lid from Spreadable Cheese. Spreadable Cheese. Okay, now we have some black gesso. You can use black paint or whatever you have. I'm just going to spread some on here. I don't want to waste it. Adding a little black around the edge. Instead of cleaning off the palette knife, I'm just cleaning it off on this paper. People do paint with their palette knives, right? Channel your inner Bob Ross. Channel your inner Bob Ross. Have a happy little tree mint. If you use a lid that has this like groovy edge on it, and you roll it, this is a good one. So you take it like this. The first one came out too dark. So maybe you gotta roll it and then roll it. It reminds me of the tree bark. Or stick your fingers right in there, right? I was thinking of circles. Like this. Maybe you like that better. Bubbles, yes. These are bubbles. These are bubbles. Or you can use your cardboard. Get some black on that. Make some lines. All right, what will this look like when it's dry? Let's find out. I got a big black blob right there. Let's see. Adding a little more gold to the dark spots. I might do another one, but like in lighter colors. This is not very springy, I know, but still I love it. Let's let this dry for a few more moments and check in on Rosemary. We're reading the story Red Feather, and Rosemary was with Baroness Margot in the castle, and we believe that Margot's true love had just appeared the day before she was to be married to Prince Conrad. Chapter 7, A Moonstone Ring and a Red Feather. The little Baroness Margot leaned out of her high window. Then she turned back to Rosemary. She was as pale as ever, but now it was happiness that made her pale, so she looked quite different. "He is climbing up," she said. "Bolt the door, Rosemary, lest they enter and find him." So Rosemary bolted the door, and she saw a tall young man with black rumpled hair and a leather jacket climb in through the window and catch Margot in his arms. "You have not forgotten," they both cried at once. Then they stood apart and looked at each other, and tears came into their eyes and into Rosemary's too. "When I heard that you were to be married, I almost lost faith," said the shepherd. "You are just in time," said the little Baroness. "I was to be married tomorrow." "You must come away with me at once," said the shepherd. "Yes," said Margot, "but how can I leave? Even if I could get down the wall after you, they would catch me and bring me back." "I will fight them all," cried the shepherd, and the little Baroness smiled and shook her head, and then she looked sad. "It is no use," she said. Rosemary looked away from their sad faces. Through the growing darkness in the room, she saw the ring on her finger glowing. Somehow, she must save them. Footsteps sounded in the next room. She must save them, the young Baroness and the shepherd who loved each other and who stood now without hope in each other's arms. The ring glowed until the room seemed full of moonlight, and moonlight tipped the edges of the trees in the forest on the wall. In the painting on the wall, the red feather in the lad's cap seemed to flicker. "Margot!" cried the Baron's voice from the next room. Brighter and brighter glowed the moonlight, and a breeze seemed to blow through the trees on the wall, and shadows slipped over the backs of the horses as though they stirred. Rosemary watched and saw the feather flicker. Yes, this time she was sure. The Baron's steps came nearer, and he knocked at the door. "Margot!" he called again. In the courtyard below, they heard the trumpeters blowing as Prince Conrad and his company rode in. But mingled now with the sound of horses' hooves on stones below was the sound of horses' hooves stamping on the sod and leaves of the forest in the pitcher. "Be quick!" cried Rosemary, and the young man in green, with flame flickering in his cap, led one of the horses around, and he and the shepherd helped the little Baroness to mount. A second later, they were all on horseback, and the Baron broke open the door just in time to see them ride once about the room in the forest on the wall, and the moonlight grew so strong that it glowed right through the stones set about the window, and the four on horseback rode through the window on a bridge of moonlight so strong that it bore them up until they came to earth in the forest far beyond the castle. On and on they rode through the dark, sweet forest, and the only light was the flame flickering in the young man's cap and the stone gleaming on Rosemary's finger. After a long time, the shepherd spoke. "We are safe now," he said. "We are out of the Baron's lands, and they cannot bring us back." "We are safe," said Margot. They rode until light began to come back to the world, a gray mist that rolled through the clear, dark night and scattered it. The mist grew thin, the snow on the trees sparkled, the trees smelled wet and sweet. When they rode at last out of the forest, the world looked just finished and as if it had never been used. Now the flame in the young man's cap looked like a red feather again. But Rosemary said to him, "It is you, isn't it?" "Yes, Rosemary," said the young man. The shepherd stopped his horse. "We are almost home," he said. "Margot and I will walk on from here." He helped the little Baroness from her horse, and Rosemary and the young man in green got down off their horses. "I can never thank you," said Margot to Rosemary, "but let me give you the moonstone ring in token of my gratitude. Indeed, it is yours by right, since you have endowed it with magic power." "If ever you come our way from fairyland," said the shepherd, "look for us in the fields or under the trees with our sheep and each other." So Margot and the shepherd started off on foot, but Margot's heavy gown of cloth of gold hindered and dragged at her feet, and after a few steps she stopped in despair. "We will change gowns," said Rosemary. Rosemary put on the heavy dress of cloth of gold, and Margot put on Rosemary's uniform, which just fitted her because she was taller than Rosemary. And they changed shoes too, and Margot wore Rosemary's leather sandals, and Rosemary wore Margot's thin gold slippers. Then the little Baroness and the shepherd went lightly off across the fields, hand in hand, and were out of sight in a few minutes. Well, I finally got the holes punched and the elastic put in. Well, that didn't take but 10 minutes, did it? No. But I had a wonderful painty paper play. Just look at this yumminess here. And to add a page to a travel style journal, You just take the paper and slip it under the elastic. And for now, I'm going to put it under all the elastics. That might change later when I get more pages in there. I'm not going to do this to every page, no. This is just because I wanted some more play. Yes, I didn't get my fill yesterday. I needed more painting and more splashing and more crayons. Yes, love that, love that, love that. And I do have down here a roll of this paper. So what I'm going to do is cut some more pieces of paper this size, and make a whole signature and slip it in there. Well, thanks for coming along today, and let me know if you're working on your treehouse journal. Happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.